Alright guys, how's it going? Ches back again with Sunderland Career Mode, episode number 26, so season 2 episode 7, question mark? We're going to start this one off with a Capital One Cup game at home against Coventry, but one thing I will say before we get going in this episode is subscription boxes have been properly broken for the past 4 or 5 days, and if you haven't sent anything from me for like the past week or so, I have still been uploading regularly every 2 days. So if you've missed anything, do feel free to go directly to my channel page and have a look through the browse through the videos on that tab, and you will see the videos that I have been putting up recently. Obviously, the have been getting like 250, 300 views per video, and the recent ones haven't even hit 100. So really have been struggling recently, but. Nevertheless, we're going to crack on with this episode. Now, obviously, we had the game against Newcastle on Legendary in the last Sunderland episode, and we really didn't have the nicest of times, actually, picking up our first defeat of the season, and actually, it was the first game that we dropped any points in whatsoever so far this season. Gorgeous free kick there from Sebastian Larsson. He's got a free kick accuracy of 89, and that is definitely on show there with a lovely whip in the 50th minute to make it 2-0 to Sunderland against Coventry, but they did get one back here actually. Watch the feet of the striker as he gets it in. Charlie McDonald's lovely feet to step away from the defender, just changes it from his right to his left, completely sells the defender and pops it into the bottom corner to make it 2-1 in the 79th minute. But yeah, we lost against Newcastle. We were 9 wins from 9 in the Premier League up until that point, and had a 7-point lead over Spurs, I think it was, that were in second, or Arsenal, may have been Arsenal. The teams just behind us have been jostling for position quite nicely and taking points off each other, which has helped us, build up that quite healthy lead. And David Vaughan here gets played in, settles himself for the shot in the 90th minute to make it 4-1 against League One Coventry, and a convincing win in the Capital One Cup, as you would expect, regardless of being on Legendary or not. We do have the players to cope with a challenge like that, and if this ladder is anything to go by, whether it's actually drawn or not, it does look like we have Newcastle again in the quarterfinals of the Capital One Cup, which would be very interesting indeed. We'll have to wait and see if that fixture list does actually come through. And another guy, I can't wait for this guy to turn 16, potential of 88 to 94 as a centre mid, and I used the Scout as Future Star option in the EA Sports catalogue. You may have seen that a couple of episodes ago. We did take that option out. Cost about 400 of the EA Sports Football Club Cup Challenge points, or whatever they're called. But hopefully that guy will turn 16. We can bring him up to the youth squad, and he will be crucial for us in coming seasons if we do stay at Sunderland, which we probably will do. We've built quite a nice team so far here at Sunderland, especially this season with a financial benefactor. And we do go 1-0 up there against Wolves, away at Wolves in the rain, with through Nelson Oliveira, but Kevin Doyle does pull one back there. Tried to get there before he managed to get the shot off, did crunch him, but he did manage to get the shot away before the defender got there, did bring it back to 1-1. And Gary Medell hit on the edge of the box, 35 minutes in. Nathaniel Klein has to run outside of Madam Johnson, gorgeous feet to get inside, and then a powered finish, absolutely thumping finish into that far top corner. As soon as I got inside, I was like, right, can't go near post because I haven't quite got the angle, so I'm just going to whack it as hard as possible into the far top corner. Thankfully, it flew into the back of the net, so we did take a 2-1 lead in at half-time. And Medell involved in the build-up for that previous goal, and involved in the build-up for their goal here. Absolutely laughable equaliser here for Wolves. Oh, left the wee play. I left the wee play in so that you can see it. The defender slides in to block it. It hits him on the hand, as we'll find out as Kevin Doyle runs off the screen. It hits him on the hand, and then watch the keeper, he goes to make the dive, stops, and then makes a diving animation when he could quite easily have just walked over and picked the ball up, which was extremely frustrating. The FIFA system, FIFA physics engine, I guess, was letting us down there, but Oliveira with some lovely feet to dance away from the defender to put us 3-2 up in the 83rd minute, and then obviously, as you would expect, 93rd minute in fact, of 2 minutes added on, minimum of 2, we're in the 93rd, 94th minute. Wolves get a corner, Sacco swings it in, keeper's up and everything, and of course Kevin Doyle wins the header, puts it into the back of the net to get his hat-trick and bring it back to 3-3. So FIFA AIDS absolutely shits all over us there, and we only take a point away at Wolves, and I honestly thought we deserved all 3, but it was not to be, and we turned down the Belgian international offer in the previous episode, and we've had, since we resigned from Sweden, we've had international offers left, right and centre. I've had Norway, I've had Belgium, we've had Uruguay now. It's just been ridiculous, but anyway, we come into the third and final game of this episode away at QPR. As you can see, I lead at the top of the at the top of the table has been cut to 5 points with that loss. We've had a draw and a loss so far on Legendary, so not the nicest of starts as we step up in the difficulty challenges. And to be honest, this game was a bit of a stalemate. Now, obviously, being on Legendary is a lot more realistic, and you do get, in real life, games that just are non-starters. And Djibril Cisse had 2 good chances in the first half here. That header and then the left-footed snapshot that went just wide. And we did go in 0-0 at half-time. And just after the break, QPR pushing down the right-hand side, and Jason Park swings in a cross, intended, I guess, for Cisse again, but it actually cannons straight back off the crossbar. And fortunately, we were able to scramble it clear, and there wasn't an attacker on the rebound. And then late on in the second half, Honda whips the ball across, Nelson Oliveira on the volley and into the side netting. So disappointing. And literally a couple of minutes after that, QPR swinging a free kick from the centre circle, and Lee Cattermole went up to meet it and actually just full on crumbled, and he hit the floor. And he's actually going to be out for 4 weeks with a twisted knee. Must have fell awkwardly as he went down, but we brought on Craig Gardner on an even replacement, and Tarapt here is going to get the chance to put them 1-0 up, but doesn't. Simon Mignolet back in the side after Kieran Westwood conceded 3 against Wolves, so swapped it up, put Mignolet back in, and does save well from Adel Tarapt. And then last minute, 90th minute, they do get another chance from a corner, but nothing came of it, and it does end 0-0. So again, you know, as I was saying, it is a realistic result, not necessarily the most entertaining of games, but we are definitely finding that the gameplay is a lot more realistic, and you know, I'm not sure whether in the long run that will be beneficial to the series or whether it will be detrimental. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, you know, obviously if there are games like the Wolves game, then it's going to be great for the series. There's definitely a lot of action. It may not necessarily go in our favour, but you know, so long as the action's good enough, then I suppose it's good enough to watch. Unless you guys want to see me just be ridiculously successful, but personally, you know, my kind of OCD as towards realism kind of doesn't make me want to win every single game every week. Even though we do have a decent side, you know, we shouldn't be winning every game every week. But you know, it is up to you guys. There was a resounding response saying, you know, try Legendary, so I am going to try Legendary. I have got another episode recorded as well, but we are finding it tough so far on you know, the highest difficulty setting, but definitely something to build on. You know, we did score goals in that game against Wolves, and we did have a lot of chances, so you know, there's definitely something there to build on. It's not as if we've not scored 3 games in a row and we aren't looking like scoring anytime soon. You know, we did score against Newcastle, and we're on top for a little bit of that game as well. So fingers crossed, if I can shore up at the back and you know, get used to how the computer AI plays on Legendary, then we should be okay. But we've got a couple of big games coming up. We've got Liverpool and Man City on our next 2 games, so that will be a huge test on Legendary, and it will kind of give a good marker as to where we might be able to finish in the league if we you know, continue the rest of the season on Legendary. But nonetheless, I'm going on and on and on again. I wanted to make this video a little bit shorter, and again, we're over 8 minutes, but please leave the video a like, guys, and leave me a comment as well. And also be sure, like I say, if you haven't seen the stuff that's been uploaded recently, do go and check out the channel page and check out the previous Ultimate Team and Career Mode videos that have gone up. And if you haven't already, do subscribe. We're closing in on 900 subscribers, so it'd be great to pass that in the next few days. And I'm running out of footage, so I'm going to say bye now. Bye!